folks, how you doing? Chappie coming to you live from Prescott. If you're ever in Prescott, stop by Method Coffee, man. Best in town, and you'll find that I think they view life much as we do here. Good stuff. Folks, some important notes today, again, about church history. Hopefully the cicadas won't get too crazy here. You hear that in the background? All right, folks. Last Tuesday I talked about how the early church, after the persecution in Jerusalem, just spread like wildfire. And there was another reason also that helped in this endeavor. And I'm actually going to start with the verse here, Galatians 4:4. But when the fullness of time had come, God sent forth his Son, born of a woman, born under the law, to redeem those who were under the law, so that we might receive adoptions as sons. Very, very important verse here, folks. You see, when the church spread, it spread during the time of what was known as the Pax Romana, the peace of Rome. And Rome had established a fairly large chunk of the Mediterranean there, from France and Spain, over there in the west, all the way through to where Persia used to be, and then down into Egypt and North Africa. So the expansion of Rome was huge. And what happened at the time of Christ in the birth of the church was there was a time of peace going around the whole empire. And this was critical because it allowed the early Christians and the disciples to basically use the Roman infrastructure at the time. The roads were safe to travel. They were paved pretty much because the Romans built awesome roads. And society in general was at peace. So as that Christianity went out, it was a lot easier to go into those towns, go to those synagogues, go to those public squares, and be able to proclaim the gospel. And that is what is meant by in the fullness of time. God sent forth his Son. It was all part of the plan, folks. It was all part of the plan. And it was the perfect timing for Jesus to come, be born, minister, die, resurrect, and rise and ascend into heaven. So we have to understand in our historical view of Christianity kind of what was going on at the time, and understand, hey, this infrastructure worked. It really helped the spread of Christianity. And we're going to see as we go, again, like I said, wildfire, just moving throughout the Roman Empire. And then we'll see later how some things that happened to the Roman Empire helped it to spread even further. So it's definitely something to take hope in, enjoy in, and understand completely. Now, on this concept of in the fullness of time, we do see something that could help us in our daily lives when it comes to how we trust God and look towards God for our help, and just in our lives in general. We see that God has perfect timing in what he does in our lives. And man, I see it all the time when I pray. Now, there are many times I pray and I want the answer now. Lord, do this now. Help me now. And a lot of times, it's not the right timing. But when you look back 2020 on where God has helped you in the various struggles of your life or during the various portions or journey of your life, you'll notice that when he comes through, it's at the perfect time, folks. We don't have to worry about that. Yes, it frustrates us sometimes. It's like, Lord, please work now. But when we look and we see his timing, we see how effective it is and how much more that his glory is seen through it, and how much more people are touched around us, and how much more our lives are enriched because his timing was perfect. All right, folks. Remember, be good out there and walk like lions.